Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grigsby's War in the East as we continue once more. So we can see here things are nowhere near as bad as it would have seemed at first. The large amount of numbers over here are in fact conscripts more or less, and let's take a look at this situation. Let's take stock of the situation, I should say. So we're going to have friendly forces in blue. So we have a concentration of friendly forces here, and then we have a front line running like here. So what we need to do then is we need to have our armoured forces punch around here. These forces will punch north, like so. These forces here will try to drive through the middle here. It all depends. I think what I'll probably end up doing here is having these forces push, well, basically draw back or move over here. I don't want this front line. It doesn't really make it any better for me. In fact, it makes it probably easier for the Soviets as they can form a continuous line. Whereas if we form up into pockets of strength, sure, it's going to make it easier for them to try and outflank us. But for the time being, while I have the strength to be able to do that sort of thing, I think I should make that priority, really. Can I just capture that? Yeah, there we go. That'll make it easier on supplies. Okay. Security over there. Could deal with having you moved around then, couldn't we? Vilnius. Can I find out about the amount of garrisons I need? Right, info. Commander's report then, let's see. Right, so we have 5.2 million men in total, 49,000 guns in total, 6,800 armoured fighting vehicles in total, 4,498 planes in total. Right, HQs. Groups, leaders, battles, equipment. Supply. Okay, here we go. Current. Okay. Let's take a look at the withdrawal. So we're going to loot some Hausa battalions over here, but we're going to gain a division, a Stug battalion. That's going to be absolutely fantastic, actually. Some Hungarian security, some Finnish coastal brigade, some French volunteers. And yeah, on this turn over here, we're going to lose quite a few divisions, actually. These are the Finns. Okay, wow. Right. Okay. I don't have the Finns long then. At least I don't have the vast majority of the Finnish forces long. Unless these are the German forces that have been sent over here that are being withdrawn. Okay. Yeah, withdrawing. Let's just try and capture as much ground as we can then with this division. May as well. We'll be able to destroy these rifle divisions in the following phase. Okay. I'm a group north. Let's move here to Smolensk. Do our rails run through Smolensk? They should do, yes. Not bad. Okay. Let's move our OKH command over here to Smolensk. Hopefully its more centralized position will help out. Okay. Let's run some more reconnaissance. I really want to try and see everything I possibly can here. Okay. So it's mostly conscripts over here then. If I can try and destroy them, that'd be good. We should have more than enough force to actually get to Moscow. That's more or less certain, I believe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not surprised there. Interesting. Okay, just have them reassigned for the level god. God damn it. Good. That's fantastic. And that chili's fantastic. At least I can get my bloody supply going there, so that's good news. Okay. So we're going to let them just regain a bit of fuel, but this is looking fairly decent. We have a lot of troops over here. It's mainly the infantry that we need on the site. We'll deal with those partisans in time. Right, the Italian reinforcements I was talking about, that I completely forgot about for quite a while. No. Keep the rails moving. Okay, you've already moved. Okay. Odd. Oh. Okay. Right. Gotcha. I think we are going to have to try and just push through this. I need to drive the Soviets back from a pre-prepared position. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Huh. They are rattled. Right, can we have them reassigned? Alright, there we go. Can we go for something here? Yeah, I kind of respected that one. Can I reduce our position? Ah. Well, there we go. Can I move you away from here? No? Okay. Right then, so we have managed to advance the line here, which is good. And the good thing is we've got around Lake Ilmen. So if I can try to get these forces... Well, I need to push them into a pocket. These forces over here, they're... I don't know, it's going to be a subject of what happens with these men here. We have this line here. Random colour. We have these forces here. All there. These forces here, now, do I have them come around here? Which would be the shortest path, and would be able to lock off Leningrad, really, which actually sounds quite a hell of a lot better than I first considered it. We'd be able to get rid of these ports over here, and really starve out Leningrad. Now, that would be damn good. Or, of course, there's always a possibility that we instead go south, and try to hit Moscow from there. Which I don't think really is needed at all. I think this, I think these guys need to go north. I think that's going to be how it is. Right, so I'm going to have purple over here to designate. Yeah. So, the idea here is basically we try to form up on this river line here. If I can push them even closer, then that better. And then we'll have Pinky Pink to push around here. Okay, apologize about that. I just had to pause rather quickly. So that's the plan. Okay. It's bothering me that I can't move the front line, but hey, oh well. Yeah, these armoured forces really aren't supposed to be doing this sort of thing. They're just not meant for it. So what we'll do then next turn, next phase, is we'll draw these troops back into here and we'll push this way. I think this is where we have the greatest amount of force, of course. And then the dark blue over here can sweep from the south. We need to push our way in here. I don't think they'll have anywhere near enough force to stop us. They can slow us down, but they can't stop us. Okay. What do they have here? Tank brigades. Let's attack. Let's see if we can break them. Ah-ha. Very nice. And what do we have here? A rifle division and the 49th Army. So that could very well be another rifle division cut off. I doubt it, as we'd need to get some reinforcements in there. And so close. But yet so far. 4% just to keep that line open. That's worthwhile. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. What do we have over here then? We'll be able to send those forces over there. Right then, moving on to the south. So we have security over here, which I do need to spread out. In fact, I'll have the security head over here to Kiev. There we go. And over here too. That's it. Where are the Soviet forces in the south? Really need to see all that. Okay. That's, Huh. Oh, that's worrying. That's worrying. I've no idea where all those Soviets are. Okay. I guess I'll have to find them. Really? Okay, here's some Soviets. They've all moved, haven't they? Won't lie, but I'm gonna enjoy this. That's actually quite an incredible amount of resources right there. Okay. I'll happily take all those resources. Thank you very much. Oh wow, there's even more than I thought. Supplies force for the Southern Air Command. Okay. That's something I've not seen before. Where the fuck are the tanks? Okay. Rather unexpected. The missing Soviet southern forces does worry me quite considerably. But they are surrendering quite a lot of ground like so. Unless they're moving towards Kharkov. Wow. Okay, don't mind if I do, I guess. I'm really, really worried. I mean, I shouldn't be. I mean, all we're facing here is airfields, but I don't like the sudden disappearance of all those men. Wow, that was a lot of fuel. Well, at least we're taking all this fuel from the enemy. Good amount of fuel there. Oh, wow. Oh, wowie. I've got to find out what's going on. So we'll spread out for the time being, then. You know, I really distrust unopposed drives. That really, really concerns me. I mean, it's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. It's just I'm really worried about what could be possibly happening here. It does very much concern me. Okay, good. Finally. Uh... You know, the motorized and armored forces are going to stay there for a following turn. I don't want to go out here. Well, I mean, I could. I really could. But not really. I don't have the fuel for that sort of foray. And I don't know what the situation here is. And I don't want to take that risk. Not now. Let's try and do some more reconnaissance. I mean, I have a feeling that they've moved forces away to the north. That's my feeling on the matter. Oh, bugger it, we'll cut this guy off then. May as well do well. I mean, we'll be able to link up our lines here. Once Chernigov falls, then we'll be able to link up our supply lines. And we'll finally pass the Pripyat marshes, the marshes in that area. And, yeah. Well, be able to unite with the center. And have an almost continuous line. Almost. But then that is there really much else to do. I think I'll have this move via rail then. Some partisans to take care of, but other than that, not too too bad. Okay. Says, but 1, 2, 3 ports to take. That is our objective. Now, the weather is holding for the time being, which I'm really happy about. Right, okay. So at the moment, we're nearing a major victory. If we gain 290 plus victory points, we win. The Soviets will capitulate. So we have taken some extra losses in this turn, but look at this, 224,000. That's pushing them really far. We lost 6 armoured fighter vehicles, they lost 609. We lost 0 self-propelled and armoured cars, they lost 162. They're losing a lot here. Air, they've lost 121 fighter bombers, 8 tacticals, 65 levels. Yeah, that's really, really bloody mounting up. Air doctrine. Don't bother with the knight. It's all about that ground support, baby. Okay. I have no idea what the hell this is. Sure types would help. Right, there we go. How many... Right, so we've gained another KV-1. That's lovely to see. And artillery, yeah, that seems to have increased. Ooh, we have a 203mm howitzer. You know, that's a huge, huge bloody gun. That's absolutely huge. Okay, well, I'm happy about that one. Getting a few more flame tanks as well. They're pretty interesting. I'm going to have to equip my units that will be attacking cities with the absolute best that I can bloody get. And I need to drive towards this coastline. If I could capture these ports as well, that'd be good. So other than that, I don't think there's much else that I can do. I'd rather try and get over here and cut these guys off, but... yeah. Okay. That makes sense, we're on transport mode. Now Rostov is quite far away. But we'll get there. I think the thing is, I'm not really going to go towards the Caucasus. I think we are just going to continue to really push the center here. I think that's going to be the way to victory. Okay. Now yeah, there we go. So you can see all the fighting and air. I'm glad this is finally over. And we've finally removed all those bloody troops there. So what we're going to do then is we're going to save it here. And we're going to end the turn. Okay. Turn... Ooh. End of turn. Turn? You have to really let the thing have its time. It does take... It's weird. I don't know why it's so weird like that, but hey ho. Okay, there we go. Save one spot. Yuck. Fine. We've moved the fins, that's pretty much nothing else. We've sorted out this situation over here, we've moved the rails, okay. So hopefully we'll be able to cut off a few more forces over here. And it does seem like, I don't know how they're going to reposition themselves to be able to deal with the threat that we pose to them. There's not terribly much they can do. Our supply lines are going to be even better now as we've started to really open it up. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. We'll have to check on the number of men, actually, that these Soviets have. Right. So, we are starting to see some men here. Some divisions there, then, so if we can deal with that, that'd be good news. I do think that the Soviets have repositioned their southern armies and sent them to the north, actually. Or at least to the center. That'd make a lot of sense. Because they've really pushed... Well, they've really drawn back from here. The thing is, once I reach Crimea and get past that, then at least we'll be able to go in a, well, narrowing front, I suppose. I say that, but this is an incredibly huge front. Right, so do we have here? Divisions. Okay. But on the whole, not that much. Something of a gap there. Could try and exploit this and crush them here. Looks as though they're moving men. Yes, they are. Okay, they're trying to block us over here on the river. They're pulling out of this position here, so we'll be able to link up our lines then. That's going to be great news. So we're going to have to really get some reconnaissance going. I really need to figure out what's going on here. And where the hell to strike best. Now it's a shame that I don't have anything fast over here. But this terrain's not suited for it, and I'd rather use the infantry to move around Lake Ilmen. Okay, they're trying to get around my flank. Interesting. Not a bad idea, actually. Not a bad idea. There's really hardly anything in front of me here. I just can't believe how much we've devastated them in the south. They have taken horrific losses in the south. In fact, most of the losses have come from the south. Good number from the centre as well, but most of the losses have been from the south. That could have really weakened the AI quite a lot there. And it would seem so, as they've had to send reinforcements around the different areas, and therefore they've not moved as much industry, which is good to know. Right, so these guys would fall over here, so that's another few thousand men. Okay, I'm getting worried about the mud. Okay, we held. Yes, I'm starting to worry about the mud. Oh, that's a shame. I got that there. I'm not surprised about that one. We didn't lose that many men, they just retreated, really. So it looks like airfields and headquarters, okay. Right, we held. They lost over 1,000 men for their troubles. But it's looking open here. That's good to know. In fact, they've... Okay. Whoa, okay, wow, that's, that was 123,000 men, and they lost 3,400 men in that attack. That's a lot of men. That is a lot of men. More airfields there. So it seems that the AI has decided to concentrate its strength and try to fight back in places where it knows it can't retreat. Right, there's some armor there. I knew the armor was somewhere. So I wonder if they've repositioned to Kharkov, which I can understand. I mean, you would not want to get caught against the Black Sea. And there's a huge amount of forces. There's 2 armies, plus a panzer group in the north. Well, in the Ukraine area, in the north there. So I'm not surprised about that one. But I mean, as long as we keep this momentum up and try and, I'll just keep it going. Stop them from forming any defensive lines, which I don't think they can anymore. They have some, but yeah, it's really not going well for them. And here we go. So we'll have isolated a few more enemy divisions. The isolation of Leningrad is looking closer and closer. Got to make sure we get this line over here. Historically, the Germans only really got to about here. And they couldn't really get any further, so they couldn't prevent the resupply of Leningrad over the Lake Ladoga. Alright, end of logistics. Let's see. Okay, so we did lose a few men there. Entirely expected. Okay. Let's do some reconnaissance then, shall we? Let's get this done. What are we seeing here? Ooh, okay. Got those divisions, a few divisions here and there. Okay. Tank, cavalry, and cavalry. But here, that really does not seem to be much at all. Let's do that again. It really seems like they're moving everything to defend Moscow, which I'm not surprised about. So this could potentially lead to the fall of Leningrad. Either way, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe and support the channel by backing me on Patreon.